Hello and welcome to another new video. Today I'm changing the fuel filter on a Ford Cmax 2011 1.6 diesel. Hope you enjoy it. A 30 Torx, 30 and a 30. That should take off that bracket. Be careful of the battery terminals here. If you use the gun like I am, still make sure you don't touch the terminals together, or if you're using a ratchet, make sure you don't touch the terminals together. Try and avoid touching any of the terminals, especially the positive, because if that bracket is earthed and you touch the positive, it can still spark and do some damage potentially. Right, this one is fuel in and this one is fuel return. Have yourself a bit of tissue ready to catch any diesel from when you disconnect the fuel lines. Sometimes diesel comes out, sometimes, in my case here, not much comes out at all. Plug here at the back, lift up and then push. There we go. These fuel lines keep getting in the bloody way. You stay there. Right, so we've got one bolt here and one bolt here. Looks like an 8mm. Let's be careful again here. The ratchet is very close to the terminal, and if it were to touch, it could spark. Pull this out. Undo the housing bolts here, and here's the new filter. Crossland. And this is a hand pump. What I'll do is I'll connect that end to this part here, and I'll draw the air out and the fuel out. So if you look here, this rod goes in and out, like so. There's a little lip on here, so you need to push it down and then under, like that, and it locks it in. And what's happening is this shaft is going in and out. Sorry for the poor camera angle. What I'm doing here is filling up the new fuel filter with diesel. That will just make it a little bit easier for when I need to bleed the system.
gasket. There we go. So now it should stop leaking underneath because that plunger has now come down and it's filled up in now. It's filled that hole, so it's no longer leaking. Now I can get the screws in. And that'll secure the top lid.
These screws are T15s. Make sure that you tighten them up by hand as well, not just with a little gun like what I'm using.
There we have it. Give it a spray of black and clutch cleaner when it's on. But here you can see there's a lip under there. It's hard to see. This is no plug, this is just like a locator. Screw the 8mm down again. Get the fuel electrics plugged back in. Lovely. Click it so it goes home. So this one is feed. Push that on. Oh, there we go, look at that. And this one is return, but I'm not going to do anything with that yet. Going to get my little hand pump. Right, let's get my pipe on here. So, I've got my hand pump, I squeeze, diesel will be drawn out of here and it will get caught into this container. So what that will be doing is drawing diesel in as well as the air, because obviously if we've got air in that fuel filter housing we will have trouble starting it. drawing a vacuum. Less and less bubbles are coming now, which is good. Probably always get a few little ones. Do one more for good measure. A few little bubbles still, but I think that'll be good. Right, let's pull this end off. Get the return pipe back on. Oh, beautiful. So we're on. We know that's in the right place. The two 8mm are bolted down, holding this in. Now I've just got the securing bracket and then just give it a clean. Nice bit of brake and clutch cleaner. Okay. Let's get that clip back in. Make sure nothing's fouling. We're all good, I think. So it's looking good there. Let's give it a try. First time, it might not start, but we'll keep trying. Get the ignition on. Just let it prime. Revs up. See, it's juttering a little bit because there's a bit of air in the system, but this should draw it through. Just make sure you keep your foot on the gas a bit. I'm holding the revs around 2000. That should draw the air through. It's not stuttering anymore. We're looking good, I think. That's looking good. Bring it to idle. I'll give that another clean because it looks a little bit of residue from diesel there. And I'll give it another clean in a second and then I'll put the bracket on. battery cover back on. Just bear in mind when you're doing that bolt here, you are careful on not touching that battery terminal with your ratchet. If you want to avoid it, or disconnect that one. You don't want it sparking, because if this is earthed as it's metal, then it will cause a problem. There we have it. Ford Cmax 2011 1.6 fuel filter change. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.